Hey guys, welcome back to the another episode. So today we're gonna talk about what is a content strategist or who is a content strategist. So before we get in the topic, I have already shared everything about what is a copywriting, what is the difference between a copywriting and content writing, how you can become one of those people and you can start working from the home. I also made a different playlist on how you can start your freelancing journey, how you can become a full-time freelancer and start working from home. I mean, this is the future. If you cannot take the part of this right now, then you cannot have the whatever you want in the future. So today's topic is going to be around the content strategist. Well, content strategy, it's not you can't directly become the content strategist. It's like a step by step process. You have to go to the different phases to reach that position. Just like you cannot directly become the manager or you can directly get the higher position, VP level position at the starting. You have to go step by step. If you are from a normal background, if you have already have startup, then you can do whatever you want. But for the normal people who get the graduation, who get the degree, and if they come across this term or if they landed on this different profession, then how they can become a content strategist or what a content strategist do. So we are going to talk about this. So to become a content strategist, it's obviously you have to go step by step. Like first you have to understand what type of content is necessary, then what type of content you should publish, then what type of brands do you have, then of that brand awareness, then creating content around that brand, then having graphics designing and all of those terms. When you understand all of those things very clearly, then you can go for the content strategist. So basically content strategist is a bigger vision of whatever we see as a content creator. First and foremost goal of a content strategist is to control the direction of the brand, like how you see that brand after 5 years or after 10 years. Like if you consider right now Reebok or Nike, they are the big brand, but there are people who make their content, or who there are the people who decide what type of content should be go on the social media, what type of content should be posted on the website, what type of ad should be run, how what type of marketing budget do have, what type of collaboration we have to done. All these things, I mean, giving the direction to the brand, it's the job of the content strategist. So for that you have to understand content, what type of content is necessary, where that content is important, like whether it's important on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, where you want to put that content. So he is someone who manages all the sector, to whoever the content team, he managed the content team, he like whoever the produce the content, to check that quality of that content, what type of graphics designing has been done, what type of collaborations has been done. He have to do all these things. He actually have to manage all those things. It is known as the content strategist. So there are two visions. One is short-term vision and the long-term vision. Long-term vision is to create the brand. At the end of the day, take any brand, they do have a content strategist. Even if a smaller brand or take the bigger brand, they do have their own content strategist, and you can become one if you understand all these factors. So what type of factor? So first one is vision. What type of vision do you have? Is it a short-term vision or long-term vision? Short-term is to make sales, to make the aware of the brand. Long-term vision is to create the brand. For that you have to understand the audience. First you need to, like if you consider the Reebok or Nike, most of the people are from the sports background, fitness background, they go for there, or the branded people who prefer the branded stuff, they all go for those stuff. So that content strategist has to think like what type of audience they have, where they can find that audience. Obviously the most audience they will find on the Facebook, on the Instagram. So this job has to be done by the content strategist. The most important factor of a content strategy is to understand the audience, like what is the brand audience, what type of brand audience they have. After that, and like when you have all those data, understanding all those data, implementing or doing the analytics of all those data and understanding the behavior of the customer or the behavior of the end customer, how that person thinks or where they will buy your product. After that, making a flexible content based on that data, based on that research data, survey, feedback. Even if we run ads, then about when we see the ads from the backend, we see the data at what percentage people are moving, at what percentage people are engaging. On that basis, they have, after doing that research, they have to create some flexible content. So actually they do not create the content, they have a content team who create a content, but to give that direction, like some sort of a thing happens here, b things on LinkedIn, c thing on Facebook. So these all connecting all the dots is known as a content strategist. Content strategist is someone who can make the most of the ROI of the marketing budget. ROI means return on the ad spend. So every brand or every other niche, they have their own personal marketing budget, and after that, out of that budget, they have to make most of the return on that spend. Otherwise there is no use of having a marketing budget. So content strategist is someone who can manage all those things. So how you can become a content strategist? So it's not a one day thing, it's not a 1 month thing, it's not even a 1 year thing. First you have to understand the psychology, you have to understand the color psychology, you have to understand what type of content works for which brand. So you cannot say that, okay, I worked in this niche, now I have experience in this niche and I can work in any brand. No, this is not happen. You have to do a lot of research, depend on that brand. So today you are in the food industry, and today if you want to go in the sports industry, obviously the factor, even the audience may vary, because the one who buy food from the food background, they do not necessarily buy from the sports background. They both have different goals, they both have different mindset, they both have different psychological factors. So understanding all those factors and making out of that use is known as a content strategist. He is planning the yearly content, like this in quarter we have to make this much of sale, for that sale we have to plan this much of content. Like if you go on the big screens like the Nike, Reebok, Adidas, even on the in India Zomato, Uber Eats, go on their profile and you can check their profile, how they manage their content. So someone is there actually managing as a content strategist, who plan over their thing. So if you want to become a content strategist, start analyzing all these brands, start understanding what type of the pattern they use, how they do the things. Like if you can see, actually I don't remember to give the example, but you can have definitely go for all these brand. Even the social media discrete mode, there is one page who share all this stuff about content marketing, content branding, and all of this stuff. So basically understanding all the content, understanding all the data, and making most use of marketing budget is the person who is a content strategist. So you also can become the content strategist if you are in the digital marketing field, or if you are in the marketing field, if you are a content writer, or if you are the content marketer. Then you can definitely think about the leverage your time or leverage your position to the next level. You just have to do couple of things and you can definitely do it. So I also made the video on the content marketing, what is the content marketing and copywriting. You can have definitely go check out that. In last 2 years I have realized a lot of things. I mean, coming from the mechanical background and doing all this time, it's like quite fun, but still I do because I enjoy this thing and I have been all this position. That's why I can give you the exact answer to your questions. So if you have any questions, put in the comment. I will definitely love to answer. If do like this video, share with your friends. And also I share a lot of things about the books, about podcast on my Instagram channel, RONAK_BLOG. Go hit the follow button and put whatever you want in the comment, whether it's your question, whether you want to say something, whatever you want to put in the comment. And I will see you in the next video.